Hi guys, it's Anne here, and if you're like me, you're a little stressed out and frustrated that there is a Sephora VIB sale. And Wolfie's, sorry, I forgot to mention Wolfie's here too. There is a Sephora Appreciation VIB sale happening right now. The Rouge sale is occurring as of right now, and on Friday is when the sale opens up to everybody else. And while I always appreciate a sale, I'm currently in a no buy. Well, I guess no buy except for buying replacements or things that I need. And it's a little frustrating to see all these videos on no buy or on hauls and recommendations and all the fabulous things that are available for sale right now. And I can't buy any of it, or at least I really shouldn't buy any of it. So I wanted to do a little video to provide some tips on how to navigate a no buy or low buy with the Sephora VIB sale. I'm usually pretty good with my purchases at Sephora. I don't go too crazy. I try and keep myself lately my mental limit is about $200. That's where I'm comfortable with discretionary spending when I do have the money, that I'm like okay with that. But you have to really think about yourself and your lifestyle. Like, I'm just gonna put it out there. If you're a student, you probably shouldn't be buying anything at Sephora. Just saying, like, when I was in school, there was probably 2 years where I didn't buy any new clothes because I didn't need any new clothes. It meant that, yes, I was wearing the same things over and over and over again, which was super boring, but again, I had no money. Like, if you have money, like, I guess I should say, like, if you're a student and you have money, that's awesome. I'm super jealous. But when I was a student, I was working while I was going to school. Not working full time, but I was working to help pay for my school. So I was very, very conscious of not spending money on discretionary items. And if I did buy makeup, it was drugstore makeup. And there is tons of good drugstore makeup out there. So I don't think there's anything, in my opinion, that you need at Sephora. Like, makeup in general is discretionary. Yes, they have skincare and they have shampoo and stuff, but you can still find affordable, good products at drugstore prices that you don't need to buy stuff at Sephora. Anyway, I'm just going to go into I have 7 tips. I will go into those in a little bit. I'm going to talk about things that I was thinking of buying, things that I suggest, some research that I've done, and then I'll do I thought I was going to do a top 5. I actually have a top 7 on my tips. But anyway, so let's just go into, I'm going to grab my laptop here. So I need to take a look at some things. So what I normally do when it comes to the Sephora VIB sale is I go on the website and I pretty much check out almost every section. I know I'm a little bit crazy. Sorry, my cat is like, you're in the cables. Can you move, please? Thank you. Made me nervous that I was going to pull the camera down there. So what I do is I go onto the site, pretty much go through every section, and I just add stuff to my cart. I add whatever tickles my fancy. And when I did that this time around, I racked up $500 worth of stuff. It wasn't too hard. I didn't even I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items, and I was up to $500. So those 9 items were a Sephora Favorites Summer Essentials Kit and a Sephora Favorites Clean Beauty. I love buying the Sephora kits. I love getting all the different samples because there's so many products that I want to try, and the kits are a good way to try them. I put in the Hourglass Veil Primer and Powder set. Now, I've been eyeing the Hourglass powder because I finished the Laura Mercier one and I wanted to try a new powder. I still have the CoverGirl powder that I have, so I know I need to finish that up. So I am going to keep working through that. The Urban Decay eye pencil set. Now, this is the one thing that I was going to break my no buy for it, but I was going to classify this as technically a replacement because it is technically a replacement, even though I'm not done. The eyeliners I have are like this big. This makes me so sad though that it's out of stock already. Like, it has 3 eyeliners, the Perversion, the Demolition, and Rockstar. And those are the ones, like I have Zero, but I also have Perversion, which is the really black one, and I actually prefer Perversion over Zero. So I'm super sad because those are the eyeliners that like I use every day. There was a Ren Moroccan Gold Dry Oil. This was in the sale section. Again, I put this in probably because it was for sale. I've never really used a dry oil, but I liked the idea of it, especially with winter around the corner. Again, don't need that. The Ole Hendrickson Retin Alt Sleeping Cream. So I've seen a few people talk about this. I've seen it on Trendmood. It's brand new, so nobody has any real reviews on it other than I think Trendmood was saying she liked it. I have accepted that retinol does not work for me, so I need to find some alternatives. So I do want to buy this at some point. I just don't need it right now. I already have a night cream that I'm trying to finish up, and so there's no point in buying anything else right now. Another thing that I wanted to buy was the Tatcha Smooth Poreless Skin. They had like a bento box. I specifically wanted this because it has this silk canvas, like the little mini silk canvas, and I really want to try that product. And it had something else in there too that I really wanted to try. That box though was $100. Like, holy crap, super expensive. Another thing that I think was, it's a mini. It's the Laura Mercier Radiance Primer Mini, and again, it's one of those products that I've heard people talk about and seem to really like, so I wanted to try it. And then another thing that I wanted this before, but I think I'm kind of over wanting it as much as I wanted, was the Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette. Now, I did really want it when I saw it come out. I did go see it in store. It is pretty dark, so I'm not sure it's really for me. And now that Emily Noel has released the 2 palettes with Makeup Revolution, I kind of want the Wants palette. And I think there's enough of an overlap in colors. I haven't done a comparison yet, but I feel like I want the Wants more than the Born to Run, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, that was the initial list of a bunch of stuff that I was like, I want all these things. And I realized that's kind of silly. So what I thought about doing was I went through a bunch of some of my favorite YouTubers to see if they had Sephora recommendations that were consistent. I tried to sort of look for like the best of the best. Oh my God, everyone is all over the place. So first of all, not up until this year, most people were just doing Sephora VIB hauls and recommendations of what they were going to buy that year. There wasn't really anything in terms of my best picks or my top picks or the holy grail classics that you should be looking at if you're looking to buy stuff. I tried to find some commonalities and I couldn't find anything. There was a couple things here and there, but not enough. Like, it wasn't consistent across all the people I looked at. And I was just like, okay, I'm going to come up with my own 5 things. So these are 5 things that I think I would recommend buying, or at least look within these 5 categories. So the first thing is the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder. So I've talked about this. I really, really like it. I would repurchase it. I'm probably not going to repurchase it because I want to buy the Hourglass one eventually. But again, I know I like it and I would buy it in the future. And if you aren't sure about it, they do have a mini of it. So it's good to try that. The second thing is the Alterna Hair Care Caviar Shampoo. Again, this is a preference thing. I really like this. I know some people don't like it. Some people really like the Briogeo products. So far, I haven't come across a Briogeo product that I really like. So again, I would consider buying a high-end shampoo as one of the items, and my recommendation would be the Alterna Hair Care. The other thing that I would recommend buying is the Philosophy Purity Made Simple Cleanser. Again, this is like a no-fail cleanser. I've heard a lot of other people talk about it, and I've used it too. I'm using it right now. And it's just an all-around good cleanser. It's one of those things, like if you're trying products and things aren't working for you, you can always go back to it and you know that your skin is going to be totally normal and okay with it. So this is a good time to buy it when you can get a bit of a discount on it. And again, you can buy a mini of this as well. Another thing that I would recommend buying is the Clinique Moisture Surge moisturizer. Again, this is something that I do want to repurchase eventually. I have tried it. Or any of the Clinique moisturizers. There's quite a few different ones to try out. There's one that I'm thinking of trying. Again, I'm not going to buy it right now because I don't need it right now, but there's a redness one. And I feel like in the wintertime, I might benefit from that. And then another sort of tried and true product is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, or the brow pomade. I like both of them. I use both of them. Again, I'm not going to buy this right now because I have a ton of eyebrow pencils because I just did a video on comparing eyebrow pencils. But again, this is a product that I think you're going to get good value for your money, and this is a great time to buy it because it is a pricier eyebrow product. So in all, like a loose powder, a shampoo, a cleanser, a moisturizer, and a brow product, they're all things that you're going to use. They're all very practical, I think. And when I added all of these up, it ends up being $194 Canadian. With 15% off, you get $29 off. So it ends up being $164.90. But then I'm in Ontario, so you have to add taxes to that. So it ends up being $186.34. So that's one thing that, like, yes, it's a sale, but in Canada, at least in Ontario, it basically equates to getting it without taxes, because that's basically it. Like 15% is not, it's not a lot. So those are my 5 recommendations if you're looking for things, or at least look within those categories. Basically what I'm saying is don't go crazy with makeup that you're not going to use, or makeup that's going to be hard to use up. Like, I know people go crazy with eyeshadow palettes at this time, or crazy with, like, I'm horrible for going crazy with all sorts of kits. If you're going to get a kit, just get one kit. Don't buy multiples. It's easy to go overboard, if that makes sense. Okay, so this is my top 7 recommendations to help you get through this. So number 1 is don't go to the sale section. Just don't do it. Just don't go there. There's a reason why there are things that are for sale. They're rarely good stuff in there. The only good thing that I've ever come across in there that I recommend is the Sephora lip glosses. They're the ones in the squeezy tube. They're about $7, and sometimes different shades go on sale. But I don't think I've ever bought anything else in the sale section that I've been like, that was such a good deal, such a good product. There's a reason why those things are on sale. If you're buying stuff online and you're trying to make up enough for free shipping, which is $50, which is not hard at Sephora, but just say you get a Sephora kit and it's $42 Canadian, throw in a couple face masks, or buy like a lip balm or something like that, something that you know you're going to use. Don't just randomly grab some things from the sale, because you're going to be disappointed. The second one, go play with your own makeup. One thing that's really been helping me with my no-buy right now is going through all my videos and going through all of my collection and seeing all the different things that I have. It's made me very conscious of what I have, and so I don't feel like I need anything. Like highlighters. I have no desire to go and buy a highlighter right now. I have highlighters that I'm not using because I just can't get around to using them because I'm using other ones. So I don't want to buy any highlighters. There's a couple that I'm like, oh, it would be nice to get that eventually, but I'm not feeling that like overwhelming desire to buy it. The eyeshadow. So like eyeshadow palettes are very tempting. Go to Temptalia's website and do some comparisons. If you have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, you probably have all the colors that exist in a palette that you want right now. There may be 1 or 2 shades that are different, but if that's the case, then go to like ColourPop or MAC and get some single eyeshadows. Actually, I'm not sure if you can buy MAC single shadows on Sephora right now, so maybe you can buy the single shadows there. Go block the site if you need to. What I've been doing on the no buy is I unsubscribed from everything. So I didn't even get the email that there was the sale. But of course, because I am on social media and I'm on YouTube, I saw that the sale was happening. So, but by like unsubscribing from the emails, if you need to, if you have the app on your phone, delete it. Just delete it. Delete the temptation. There's a couple of apps or extensions. So I was just looking online. Here we go. Let's look this up. Stay Focused is one of them. It's Stay Focused without the E in focused. And there's one called Block Site. Actually, they may be very practical for work purposes and other reasons as well. There's a siren. Fire? I'm gonna bet that's a fire truck. No, that's an ambulance. Oh, fire truck! I was right. I'm starting to try it. Like, I'm trying to figure out if I know my sirens. It was fire truck. This is how I entertain myself in the city. Anyway, use an extension blocker on your browser. Just avoid it. I mean, I'm gonna put a little disclaimer at the beginning of this video. Like, if it's too tempting to even listen to this video, just don't listen to my video. Tip number 4, only buy what you need. And no stocking up on backup. So this is where things get tricky, because you maybe have half a product and you're like, oh, I better buy backup now. No, you've got to be within the month. Like, if you're finishing the product this month, you know for sure you're going to finish it this month, then you can buy the backup. There's going to be a sale coming up. Now, I know for Canadians it's a little trickier because we don't have Ulta. In the Shoppers Drug Mart, it's getting a bit better. There's some more high-end stuff that you can get at Sephora, you can get at Shoppers Drug Mart now, so it's not quite as bad, but there was a point where, like, yeah, the only time you could get a discount on any of the high-end products at Sephora was when they did a Sephora VIB sale, which they usually only do in the spring and the fall. So I'm really hoping they still do the one in the fall, because that's when my no-buy ends, and I do plan on buying some things that I know I'm going to be running out of, or that I do want to buy come that time. So yeah, only buy what you need. And again, if that means, like, go back through all your stuff, go to your makeup drawers, go through your bathroom. Like, you may be running out of a shampoo, but you don't realize that you have another one in the back of the cupboard, you know, where things go to die under the bathroom sink. Number 5, don't fall into the hype. It's so easy to fall into the hype. So I've been eyeing getting the Norvina or the Soft Glam palette. I don't have any Anastasia palettes, and I thought, you know, it would be nice to try one. And I went to Sephora last week. Oh my god, it was bonkers. I think it was the first day of the sale, and I didn't realize that. Yeah, it was super crazy packed. The closest Sephora to me is at the Eaton Centre, which is the main mall downtown, the only mall downtown Toronto, and it was insane. So anyway, I did see the Norvina palette, and I was like, oh, it's actually kind of small. I didn't realize the Anastasia palettes were so small, and the pans were kind of small. And I did some swatches, and they were nice. They're really soft shadows, so I now understand also why a lot of people use those palettes as a pan-that palette, because the shadows are so soft. I can see how you would go through them fairly quickly compared to some other palettes. But yeah, I was like, it's nice, but I think seeing it tangibly, I was like, yeah, okay, it's nice, but sometimes that you get so wrapped up, like, oh my god, this palette's just gonna change my whole life. No, it's not. It's not gonna change your life. You're not gonna be a whole new person because you have this palette. Your life will go on. Case in point, I've never bought the Urban Decay Naked palette. It is discontinued now, and it's going on sale. I think it's sold out at Sephora. I was at Shoppers Drug Mart the other day, and the one by me, it's sold out there. And I'm okay with that. Like, my life isn't over. Like, I don't think I'm less of a person because I never bought the Naked palette. I think we get so caught up in the latest, greatest, and we want it. Like, you look at people's videos and you want to buy stuff because, I mean, most people make it look real good. And I think we need to just, like, calm down a little bit and, like, get over it. Like, our lives will go on if we don't get the latest and greatest things. The last 2 things are kind of small. I had 5, and then I thought of these last 2 things in the last minute. So number 6 is, don't select the samples if you don't want them. This I can't take credit for. This comes from Beauty with Emily Fox. So she was going through some of her previous Sephora orders and talking about samples. And at one point she's like, yeah, I didn't pick any samples that time because there was nothing I wanted. And I was like, and she was talking about, like, being sick of getting samples. And I was like, oh, well, that's a novel idea. You don't have to select the samples. I'm so used to, like, when something is free. Oh my god, it's free. I better select the samples. I mean, I only place 1 or 2 Sephora orders a year. I better pick some samples while I'm here. And sometimes I pick stupid stuff. Sometimes I pick dumb perfumes that I know I'm not going to use. Just don't select a sample. If you don't want it, don't add it. Like, it's one of those things that it's like so simple, yet I'm so dumb that I never did it before. And number 7, I prefer to buy stuff online. Like you can go to the store, especially if you're not sure about something. I do suggest going to the store and checking it out. But then what I do is I'll go check it out in the store and then I'll come home and shop online. And when you shop online, use Ebates. I'm so surprised at the number of people that don't use Ebates. I'm not a spokesperson for Ebates. I've never been given anything from them. They don't even know who I am. I enter all their contests because I want to win something. But it's such a simple way to get some money back. I hate how they call it, I earned. Like somebody was like, oh, I think their website says, I've earned a total. No, you didn't earn it. You spent money and you just saved a little bit. But to me, every little bit counts, especially with the Sephora orders. Sephora orders are usually expensive, and I think right now they've dropped it down. It's usually about 4%, but I think right now they dropped it down to about 2.5%. Oh wow, it's getting really, really dark. I should wrap this up. My only lighting right now is my laptop, and I think it's giving me a weird, creepy glow. So that's my top 7 tips. But again, just if you don't need it, don't buy it. Like not if you don't need it. I mean, you don't need any makeup ever. We don't need it. But if it's one of those things, like, you gotta be real with yourself. And if the temptation is too strong, then just walk away. Don't buy anything. Don't even look at the website. Don't buy anything. Be strong. If you really need help, go on Reddit and go to Makeup Rehab and type TMO, talk me out of, and whatever it is that you're like lusting after. People there are so helpful and so supportive. Yeah, that's all I have. I need to wrap this up because it's dark and I need to edit this and post it because I want to get it up as soon as possible, because I know there's other people out there that are like me, that are feel a little stressed out because I want to buy stuff, but I know I shouldn't buy stuff. And trust me, you're not alone. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a little thumbs up. Ooh, spooky, sorry. I see myself in the viewfinder and I'm kind of laughing because I look like I'm doing some sort of horror movie. Ooh, this is a good idea for a Halloween video. Anyway, sorry, future me. I love Halloween. Anyway, please subscribe. I'd love for you to join me in future videos. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye.